we live. Welcome back. Open minds, we live. Everybody tap in. Need everybody in on this show right here. We got Marcella. We got Marcella back. We finna talk about kids today. We're talking about kids today. Should kids have a voice? Should kids have a voice in the household? Should kids have a voice in a relationship of the older people? Should kids have a voice, period, and what's going on in today's society? So we got no stranger to the show. Third time on the show, Marcella Shaw coming to the stage to talk to us a little bit about kids today, 2024. Should they have a voice? Sending some invites out to some people. So if y'all see me look off the screen, that's what I'm doing. But everybody is welcome to join in on the conversation, comment, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like my content. Please follow, share with a friend. If you got a topic or want to be on the show, DM me and we'll get to it. We talk about all different type of subjects on Open Minds. As y'all know, you know what I'm saying, we don't judge. So yeah, I'm sending out some invites. Without further ado, I'm gonna bring my guests back to the stage. Everybody welcome. Marcella back. Marcella back. She gone right now, God. Can you hear us?
Yes, I'm here. Excuse me just for a minute. I'm still working with my life.
Oh,
Okay. This should be better. Okay, much better.
okay.
Hello, everybody. Marcella Show. I hope everybody's doing well and alive. Yeah, topic. The topic is should children have a voice in just life, and what are the limitations, even in starting in the household, of course. Should they have a voice? Should they have an opinion?
Mm-hmm.
To Okay, if a person says, well, what are you talking about? Are you talking about dinner? Are you talking about how much I should spend? Take them out? No, I'm not trying to say no. Don't let them tell you what to do. Don't ever do that. But as far as if something is bothering them, if they're stressed out, because I hear too many people saying, you ain't got nothing to be stressed out about. You're a kid, you don't have no bills to pay. It's not always about the bills.
Right.
Sometimes it could be something else going on in their life. You have the emo situation, which is when kids, they start cutting themselves to try to, feel some kind of void in a pain, in themselves. I don't know. And you have, those are called emos, which are cutters. And then you have the ones that are bulimics, that they don't eat, or either they eat and they throw up.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's lots of hidden things that kids do that hurt themselves to where, because they don't feel like they have a voice. So therefore, these are the things that they do to hurt themselves, to fill a void. And yes, I don't know. I don't really know how many times this topic has been even spoken about. There's so much going on in this world right now.
Mm-hmm.
But before people, they go through a process before it gets to suicide. So, it's actually that deep to have a voice, to be opinionated, so that you can know who your children are. If they're going to be an aggressive person, and assertive person, if they know how to handle situations, if they just sometimes let them do whatever. Okay, let them handle a certain situation by themselves or make a certain decision on their own, because you never know. If you stop them, then you will not ever know if they would have been able to handle it or not. Don't say, "Oh, I know my child." Well, hell, you don't know the future. I'm just saying. I'm going off of facts and everything, observation. That's what I'm going off of. So meaning facts.
I heard sometimes like it comes out like in what a kid eats, like with bread. Like I heard that kids eat a lot of bread, like when they holding something in, like when they holding like a deep sadness in or something, they're going through something. Like the kids that like to eat a whole lot of bread,
Uh huh.
it's like bread is like a depression food. Like you know what I'm saying? They sit up there and eat a whole bunch of bread.
No, I've never heard of that before in my life.
Yeah, kids is like foods match your attitude, like what you how you feeling and
You are
stuff
what
like
you
that.
eat. What you mean? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, like
Is
it
that
match
you are what
certain
you eat?
foods really match attitude for like depression. Like depressed people, depressed kids eat a lot of bread. It's like scientific fact now. They sit in the room, they eat bread products. Like that's how you know if something wrong with your kid. Like far as depression, like if you see your kid eating a whole lot of bread, like it was a case where a kid was eating a whole lot of bread and the mama cussed him out about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why you eating up all the bread? Like, yeah, I go to work, the whole bread loaf is gone before you. But she like really had a problem. She had like a deep depression problem, and like the bread or the chewiness of them chewing on the bread like gives them some type of release.
You know, I would not go against that, because once I think about it and just listen to you, I would have to say, yeah, because depression is part of eating.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's sweet. It's like a salty sweet thing with bread. So,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like if you eat and you overeat and you have comfort food, and bread is one of the comfort foods for depression. Yeah, I can probably say yeah, but scientifically speaking, I have not done the research though.
Yeah, I've heard that in a
I've
couple
never heard of it, but I'm just I'm
topics
just
like
putting it
bread.
together as far as that. It comes with eating, overeating, and bread is a fatty food. So yeah.
It's like they trying to fill something up, avoid that blank spot that they trying to fill, but they doing it with food.
Even with the drugs, yes, with the drugs, with whatever I will say that's not within moderation is a sign that somebody is not expressing themselves. Okay, if you see a child that's just sitting there eating and eating and eating, okay, constantly stuffing themselves, of course, don't talk about them, call them fat, embarrass them. Talk to them behind closed doors and give them that voice. Tell them that you can trust me. You can trust me. I won't talk to anybody. We can work, on this right here together, and just help them. Listen, because when you have a child that shows you, or their arm, and you see that they have cut marks on their arm, they suffering. They suffering from something. And when you see a child that's obese and that's overeating, they are suffering. They're looking for trying to fill a void that no one else can fill. It's pain. That's what it's called. It's pain, and it's overwhelming. And then you wonder why they end up doing a lot of things that they do, as far as killing themselves, number one. Okay, they fall into deep depression, isolate themselves, and turn to that one thing. It could be drugs, you know, it could be whatever that you overindulge in. So,
When
yes, it's very important for a child to have a voice in the home. talk to them behind closed doors. It does not have to be with the whole household. And I'm not saying let a child run the house, but you know what? One thing I did tell my daughter is that, baby, if I personally do something that hurts you, that personally touches you, and disturbs you in a way, pull me to the side and tell me that you need to talk to me. And oh
When
my goodness, she
should,
used it to a T.
when should a kid when should a kid like when should a kid talk to you about the relationship that you in? Like say you meet a new person and y'all kicking it and talking, and when should you take them to meet your kids? And when should you ask your kids for like an opinion on that person?
You never ask your child for an opinion on a person that you like. That's how I feel. Stops it right there. Um, but when it comes to
Why so?
introduction is first. You observe that person. If that person shows you any kind of red flag, you don't bring them around. You don't bring that energy. If that energy is no good, you don't bring it around your child. Period. That's just something that you don't share with your child.
Okay, I'm talking about like when y'all break the ice, you done went on like 3 dates with this individual, 3 or 4 dates.
No, 3 days
Y'all
is
been
not
chilling for
enough.
2 months. Huh?
3 days is not enough. 3 days is not enough.
So what's the time span of when you
I
should
would
introduce
say at
kids?
least it was within some months, within 6 months of a dating period. Then I would say, okay, maybe I want to introduce you to my child because I like you. I like you. I like being around you. So I know my child gonna like being around you.
Right.
You
So the
know
kid
that
don't
right
have
there.
do the kid have an opinion once you bring that person around?
Of
Do the kid
course.
have
Of course. Of course. Always.
Okay, that's what I meant by when you ask the kid, like, okay, now that you done been around them, do you like this person
But
to
see,
be?
that's the difference. It's a difference between the child having a voice and me asking the child something. Okay. Now, if I don't feel like I'm not going to go to my child and say, oh, well, how do you like that person? I'm going to wait and see if my child has something to say. Because right there, then and there, it's already an open relationship. Me and my child, we know that already. So my child is going to come to me and say, well, I like that person or I don't like that person. That's a child for you anyways, okay? They going to straight out tell you, they're not going to ask you nothing. I mean, but if they are shut down and say, okay, I don't care what you think, I don't care what you say. Oh, no, 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 no. Listen to what they have to say. See, that's my whole voice thing I'm talking about. Listen, let them have a voice, let them have an opinion. You can agree to disagree, but let them hear their voice, okay? To let them flow out whatever vent and stuff like that, whatever that may need to do, as long as it's not disrespectful.
Mm.
As long as the delivery is good and healthy. See, that's what I'm saying. The platform of openness and communication is already going to be there. The platform, the foundation is already going to be there. As far as, you can come to me and let me know if a person gives you, negative energy or a weird vibe. Yeah, my child, yeah, I want you to tell me.
Okay, what if the
But
child don't take on to the person that will? Like, what if your child just being a hater and don't want mommy to be happy?
and I can tell, and I know that, and I know this. Oh well, there's no conversation with that. I have nothing to do with that. I'm gonna live my life. So that
So
right there is that I hear you, but okay, in one ear and out the other.
you
Bye.
to the dude, like man, like when
And
I was little,
it all depends on how old are you too. If you living in my house, don't you know what? You can only say that to me a couple of times. You can only say that to me a couple of times, and it all depends on how old you are. If you're 25, or I would say if you're 10 to 25 years old, 10 years old, okay, you living in my house for sure. Yeah, baby, I want to know How you feel? I want to know all that stuff. If you like the house that we live in, if you like the neighborhood, if stuff is bothering you, how school doing, all of that. I want to know all of that. I want you to have a voice and an opinion on all of that. But to run it, to run my home, no. To tell me who I should be with, no. To tell me if you don't want me with this person, that's fine. I don't like that person. The reason why, okay, it all depends on why. Why don't you like the person? So do you want to give me an example? Like,
Uh, with me, when I was little, I used to chase all my mama boyfriends up.
I can look at you and tell that you did that. But what's
I was like, I was just like, they was like, why he always don't smile? Like how I'm smiling right. I just used to look at that ass like. But she used to like my mom used to have my back though. She used to be like, I don't know. Like she used to tell the dudes like he ain't got to smile when he see you. Like you ain't nobody. He spoke, didn't he? You know what I'm saying? My mama whole thing was like, don't walk in the room and just don't speak to people. Like don't be disrespectful. Speak to people.
so so exactly. So
But I ain't gotta smile and be all
so the
chill
guys
just
were saying to you, why don't you smile?
yeah, like I just got like a look how I just look at people. I guess
Hmm.
they be intimidated. They always like when I leave or something. They ask my mama like, why he be looking at me like that? Like why he look so mean? He don't never beat you. I'm like shit. We don't. My mama tell him like we don't got shit to smile about. Shit, what the fuck? He supposed to jump up and down because you over here? Like
Wow. Now, when you first said that, I was like, wow, that really grabbed me when you said, the guy said, why don't you smile? Wait a minute, wait, who are you? Why should I be your puppy? Nigga, wait a minute. Don't tell my child what to do. I mean, that's how I am, okay? Don't tell my child what to do or how to feel. See, this is all about my baby having a voice and an opinion, meaning and an emotion going that goes along with it. You don't have to pop up and be smiling up in nobody's face. No, either it's gonna come natural, and I don't want you to fake. You know,
somebody said
that's
on the
the
screen, somebody said as long as they are mentally conscious, then your voice always credible as important. It doesn't matter whose house that or belongs to. If I love you, then I'll always want to know what you think or feel. That's
exactly. You should
so
want to
basically
know.
you know what they think and feel, but you ain't gonna let the kid run your relationship far as like
No,
who you talk to.
but see, putting a smile on a person's face. See, I wouldn't let my company get away with that. I would actually tell them, don't tell my child how to feel, because when you cross, see, I would have it wouldn't work out because then you have crossed my personal boundaries. Because then you're not gonna start with my child, then you're gonna start with me trying to tell me how to feel. And you don't look at me and say, why you ain't smiling? Don't come in the door looking at me and say, why you not smiling? You know what? That's irritating. I'm just saying, it all depends on what it is. See, I asked you, and it's like, yeah, I feel you. I understand that right there.
Yeah.
But if it was a child that came in and they did not speak, I'm not having that. You speak, okay? Coming in, I don't care if somebody come into my home, our home. You speak. You give that person a chance to show themselves as far as who they really are. But a person that, like I always tell people, hey, that person, my child's name is on the list and my cat's name is on the list. So who do you think I'm gonna be looking at? Who got to go?
Mhm.
Okay. But see, have a voice so that I can understand and know how you feel, because it is very important. And see, people, the kids need to know that. Teenagers, whomever, whatever, that's in your home, even your pets, they have feelings too. Okay. You don't want nobody that's in your house that's constantly, slapping your cat around or your dog or whatever, playing in the fish water. I'm just saying, pay attention, because every emotions and, physical, I would say being physical and having a body language is also is a voice. Everybody, like, infants, okay, they cry because they cannot speak. And then people always say, well, you know what, I can't listen to all that hollering. Well, then don't listen to it. Just know that the baby is crying and that they are healthy, that they're not wet, that they are fed, and we're very well taken care of. But do know that they are supposed to use their voice because they cannot speak like us. They're so anxious to do it. We're not in that body anymore. And we can't remember being in that little itty bitty body. But we all know how anxious we are right now to do stuff. So put ourselves in that infant's body. They have to cry. Walk away. Hear them from a distance. Don't ever let nothing be in your ear because it's stupid. Don't let nobody tell you just put the no, a crying baby. I'm putting you down. And I'm gonna make sure that you're fed, that you are clean and loved. But I'm walking away. So, and I'm going to hear you from a distance, and I'm going to check on you. See, I've already did that. So, and she's good. Believe me, and I had a crier. I had a crier for nothing. I would take that girl to the emergency room, and there was nothing wrong with her. Get to the hospital, and she just, oh my goodness, she's quiet. The quietest thing in the whole hospital. At home, cry. And I was just like, okay, she's just a crier. And then I was just like, all right then. You're healthy. She has very good lungs right now to this day.
So when it's like things wrong with your kid, like how do you pick like far as like school, like you know what I'm saying?
You can feel that. That's a feeling right there. That's a gut feeling. That's an intuition. That's something that you and your child. That's a bond that y'all have. My daughter will come home from school, and I tell you, before she even rung the doorbell, it's like I could feel that something was wrong. I could see her getting off the bus, but I could only see her walking, but not see her face. And as soon as she hit the doorbell, I would say, oh my goodness, she didn't have a good day just because of how the doorbell rang. It's just a feeling. But so I will always ask her, what's wrong? What happened at school today? And she would go ahead and tell me. And I would just listen.
When do you tell? Like, what age do you think people start going through like problems, like far as like how you send your kid to school and your kid is one way 1 second and then they start coming home and they start being quiet and more to themselves, like what I'm
8.
saying? Like they growing up phase, like how do you like
8 years old. 8. A lot of people
they
be like, "Oh my God, so young." Yes, 8 years old.
how do you stay like kid and not lose like your kid, like basically like the friendship you and your kid got, like how do you not lose that? Some people would just let it fade away, you know what I'm saying? Like let they
Okay, first of all, I want to go ahead and say 8 years old because that's when puberty starts kicking in, and that's when the mood swings start to flowing and going and start being a little messy, and they want to try you and start noticing the other sex and stuff like that. And the mind goes there very young, and it doesn't just go there with little girls; it goes there with both. Okay, I see it. They be looking at me, little itty bitty boy. I'm like, hey boy. But okay, now, how do you keep a bond? Me and my daughter don't have a bond. She won't even talk to me. Okay. Oh my God, it's been a decade that she will not talk, and I'm not begging her. As long as I know that my child is good, and healthy. I hope so. Hey, Sadie. It's like, hey, Mercedes. And when my daughter was now and you know what? If she's seeing me live right now, if I'm lying, girl, you better say something. If you better not say nothing negative on here either. And you know, when she was about 3, 4 years old, I would tell her if something bothers her, pull me to the side, like I said earlier, and let me know. And she did it all the time. She would be like, "Mommy, I need to talk to you about something." I'm like, "Oh my God, well, okay, what did I do?" Go to the back room. She would actually pull me to the back room. The girl was 4 years old, 3 and 4 years old. She would pull me to the back room and say, "Mommy, you did something, you hurt my feelings, and you know, it was this and it was that." And I say, "Okay, Mercedes, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay, it won't happen again." And that's what it is all about, is not letting the pain carry on. I do not know how you are supposed to keep a bond with your child. Hey, some people want different things in life, and a lot of people are just different upstairs. Okay, and the perception of a good parent to another parent, you know, to another child, you know, they will say, "Oh, I wish I had you as my mother because my mother was this or that." Or and then some will say, "Hey, what did your mother do so bad to where you're not talking to her over 10 years?" But I'm just saying, not to keep it personal. I'm just saying, but really, seriously, you know, give that child a voice as they are growing up so that you can get a chance to know your child. Okay, if they're going to be stubborn, you're going to already know that, because see, you didn't give them an opportunity to show you that how they can actually act out, but you have tried to correct it. And you know what? There you go. If there's certain things that you see that as they grow up that you cannot correct, you can't make that perfect child. You can't beat it into them. You can't make them sit in the corner. You can't control them anymore as they get older. But do know that the things that you're fighting at that time are going to exist in the future. So don't fight it. Let it go. Let it go and let them be their own voice, because you have no other choice anymore. You're not part of it anymore. So at least you know.
All right, my bad. It was a little technical difficulty. Somebody was calling my phone.
See, you don't do the do not disturb.
I keep forgetting to put it on when I go on here. Need to go
I
ahead and
don't
get
have it on right now either, so it's okay. But
so.
yeah, um, it's important to know to know what the flaws are going to be as they get older, and you're going to be kind of prepared and expecting it. Everything hurts when it happens. It's not saying, I'm not, saying it prevents you from feeling a certain kind of way, because it's not a prevention method. It's just it's a mind thing. It's like, okay, you're getting your soul ready for this, because it does take a soul, because this is a person that you have carried. This is a person that you have raised. So that's why I say give them the opportunity to have a voice. And remember that a baby, that's all that they have is a cry. And a 2-year-old child that is constantly, I would say, crying and crying and crying. A 2-year-old, yeah, pay close attention to that one. These days, they're very intelligent, but they still cannot speak, not unless you pay close attention to them. They're not going to just pop up with a conversation. It takes us, the village, because we don't have a village anymore. So we have to stand within ourselves and really pay attention to our kids and their body language, what they're doing, how they're looking when they come in the house, what type of people they hanging around, and the spots that they call themselves hanging out in. If you have a child that's hanging out in the street. That's not good. I don't care which way it's gonna go. If they not at the skate ring, if they not at the basketball, football, some kind of activity, no, it's not good. Because walking up the street or down the street is no good anymore. It's just not. It's not even healthy. Not unless you're jogging. And that right there, being black, hell, they might shoot you. I'm just saying, have a voice to actually even have this type of conversation with your child. This is what happened. This is what the show is really, this is what I wanted the show to be about. It's everybody pretty much having an understanding about one another. You cannot prevent things from happening, but you can know what your fights and what your flaws are going to be that you're going to be dealing with in the near future. That right there is something that you can get yourself, pretty much prepared for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And stop letting y'all kids go over people's house and y'all ain't met the parents. Gotta meet the parents.
Exactly.
I couldn't go nowhere.
Exactly.
I used to be so mad I'd meet somebody outside or somebody at school. And my mama got to talk to their mama before I even
Exactly. That's exactly how I was too. Okay, I had to know who my daughter was hanging. I wanted to meet the parents and stuff too, and I did. But okay, an example is, I have a child that doesn't call me girl. Hey girl, how these kids be calling their mamas girls? But I mean, I do not like that. I don't see how how the mothers are getting down with it. I don't see how you guys are really being okay with your child, your daughter calling you girl. A woman that done carried you for almost a year, done raised you, wiped you down and cleaned you up, dealt with you when you were sick. Woman, how are you even okay with letting your child call you girl and you a grown ass woman, and then when they come to you incorrect, you want to fight them? Hey, I'm just leaving it I'm just telling it like it is. And if I have a child that calls me girl, no, I'm not having it for one. But okay, let's say I don't have one, and then my daughter, my 12-year-old daughter wants to hang with a child that does call her mother girl. Hey girl, we gonna have to talk. I'm not gonna make you do it, but we gonna have to talk. And I'm gonna let you know, I have a voice too. I don't want you hanging with her. You know what? But because you are my child and we have that respect level, don't let it rub off. Don't bring it home. And don't you dare rub it off with your elders either. Don't call me girl. Don't call the next woman girl. Don't call her mother girl, because I hear these girls, these young ladies out here that's calling their parents, hey, bitch, what? That's your mama? That's the person that took care of you when you had an ear infection, that fed you, gave you Similac, that actually put food on your plate. You kept a roof over your head. And that's the respect that you give them. That right, that right there should have been corrected, deleted, and it shouldn't even be existing right now. That's my opinion. And the ones that's okay with it, that's y'all. I'm not.
So you smacking fire out yours, huh?
Throwing all punches. Throwing all punches. Everywhere.
When is
Just not doing it.
when is a child considered too disrespectful to be in your house? Too grounded, disrespectful to be in your house. Like, when do you have to show your child tough love?
When I catch them screwing in my home, when you can feel like you fucking more than me, that's when you can get the hell out of my house. Okay. Oh yeah, I've been there. That's when you can get out. I'm kicking your ass, and then you got to go. Okay. You're gonna take it the way that it's gonna have to be, and stay in my home and deal with it. or
Right.
else no place to be.
You
Yeah.
got you got a curfew?
Oh, definitely. Uh-huh. Have a curfew, have a respect level, because yeah, hey, I look at I put it like this. The reason why is because I am the person. I'm the sacrificer. I'm the person. Not just. I'm not saying breadwinner, because money doesn't matter right here. It's about what I sacrifice, and then I'm showing you what I sacrifice. So therefore, I'm showing you this respect. So give it back to me. In a respect level as far as communication.
Mm.
So I'm the sacrificer because I am the sacrificer. I'm the person that has went, I said like this, okay, I'm the mother, so you know what, my baby's coming first, coming first. You know what? If I had a piece of bread and that was the last piece of bread, one thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure that my baby eat that bread, because see, I know how to function. I'm gonna
How
be
y'all doing?
okay.
How you doing?
Hello.
How you doing today?
How you doing?
What's up, man? What's up with
Good,
how y'all doing? What's up? What's up, Queen?
good, good. How you doing,
What's
honey?
I'm listening to you. I've been listening to you for like a minute.
Okay.
Checking you out. Checking this prolific
What
sister
you
out.
think about the topic?
Oh man, I had text to reply. I'm kind of like playing double. You ever seen a girl playing double dutch and she get ready to go in? She rocking back and forth, the time the road. Yeah, I'm kind of like in the dilemma of that because like by me being 48, 49, I'm from the old school, so I'm quite naturally I'm be kind of biased to her perspective as far as like I'm not my kid's friend. But now as I adjust to the spirit of times, as I adjust to the spirit of times, I realize that I'm able to be my kid's friend with boundaries. Now let me make myself clear on that. This is the way I'm able to be my kid's friend with boundaries. You see, just because like if you're at my house and I tell you I don't like nobody to take their shoes off in my living room. That's not enforcing no boundaries. Now I'm letting you know what I don't like, but now enforcing boundaries are enforcing with consequences. Of okay, I told you I don't like nobody to take my shoes out of my house. You can't come back.
That's right.
As well, now that and those are setting and enforcing boundaries. Just because I might tell my kid I don't like what you not doing, you better stop doing good in school. No, if you
Mhm.
listen, I don't play about them grades. I don't care what you say, how man or what. Outside of not playing about them grades, it's gonna be enforced. It's gonna be caused and affecting anything in life. And this is what I'm installing now. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm installing my kids. It's a cause and effect. Consequences are good and bad. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And you got them coming.
Mhm.
But as far as my kids having a voice, there's a difference from having a voice and running the house. You feel me? Like
Mhm.
when two people love somebody, there's no controversy. Just say me if you miss, say open minds, if me and you love this young lady right here. If I want her with a new dress, you should like the dress too. If I want her to go on a trip, listen, there's no conflict unless somebody got bad intentions. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Mhm. Mhm.
with that being said, is like my kids is allowed, like because guess what? Man, we're a crew. It just levels to this crew. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, ain't no doubt about it. I'm not gonna never step outside of the guidelines of my job. My job, the guidelines of my parents, I always don't, even when you think we being cool. I'm gonna put the brakes on wherever you think that it is. So I'm able to now in the day's time, I'm able to make adjustments, adjust, and compromise. So you gotta adjust to the spirit of time because if you stop
Yeah.
learning and growing, then it's time for you to leave it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And keep in mind,
That's
like
right.
if you
I
if
agree.
and that's with anything in life. Just look at the Bible. You know, I'm not a big, but let's look at the Bible. Okay, it was easy to live life praying 5 times a day back then, but now check it. What about today? I can go on the internet and look for a job. I click 3 times, point gonna jump up. It's not the
Mhm.
same.
You said porn gonna
Right.
jump?
Point gonna jump up. You hear me? I'm looking for a job. I click 3 times, all kind of ads to jump. Before I know it, I'm on all kind of tabs. It's not the
That's right.
same.
No.
Right. Even now in the day's time, check this out. Back in the day, bro, you know, I told you I'm 50, I'm right at 50. Back in the day, a nigga couldn't get at my woman, man, like that. He got to catch at the store or her friend house. He can't listen. Just imagine if your woman got an Instagram account, a TikTok account, a Facebook account, and all ever what else account. Do you really think that ain't nobody get through? No response? Do you really think that? So in 2000, I just came home within the last year, but I realized that the quality of people in relationships is not the same. You don't need to worry about being the only guy. You need to be the best guy. This in this day and time. Yeah, forget about the only
That's
guy.
right.
Right. So it depends, like she said earlier, it depends on your perspective. You know, somebody asked me last night, said, when is it okay to cheat on your girl? And I said, well, you know, it depends on what you ask, your wife or your girl. They say your girl. I said, it's always okay. It's always not. But listen to me though. Just listen.
Right.
Just listen. Hold up. Check this out.
Let me ask you this question.
Let me elaborate before you do that. Check it out. You never let a girlfriend stop you from finding a wife. Yeah, she playing. Listen, man, it doesn't matter what somebody can tell you out their ear, man, out their mouth. The truth is seen and rarely heard. I don't care if this girl was a mute person. If she take my hand and willing to do life with me every day, that's all she needs to say. She don't need no word. Listen, if you across the street, you could be across the street, and you telling me, oh, I love you this right here. Look at check this out. You anybody, girl. When it's time for me to eat, it need to be time for you to eat. Listen, we need to be the same ship to go down. I'm not going to be on this road right here, still investing all my eggs in that road, in that road. So it's not about this relationship. It's all about your perception and what you're dealing with. You feel me?
That's right.
Yeah. So my kids always got a voice because guess what?
Bro, I'm on the topic though. Let me ask you this question. Like when you like say you and your significant other in an argument, you know what I'm saying, and the kids present. When do the kids have the right to, like, you know what I'm saying,
intervene? Intervene?
I'm asking her, bro, and then I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
Like, when do they have the right to intervene into, like, grown folks' business? Like, you know,
to intervene as far as it all depends on what the situation is. Now, if it's a physical altercation going on, hey, that child is going to intervene. I want them to call the police. Physically, don't do it because I want them to stay alive. I want my 10 or 12-year-old not to get beat down by a grown ass man. But all in all, you know, that's what they're going to do. They're going to go and try to save their mother and their father, whomever that needs the help. So they're going to intervene, but with the mouth, you shut it up. You always keep your mouth closed because I don't need my daughter's mouth. If I'm going back and forth with me and my guy, last thing, my daughter bet not. It's not going to even be the last thing. Do not come in and have my back. You know what I'm saying? No, I got my own back as a grown woman. I pay the bills. I'm running the damn household. Stay out my business. Don't come in my room talking about don't call my mama this. Hell no, because you know what? We passing words. So no, there is no intervening. That right there is a respect level. Those are boundaries.
Like physical contact until you see mama being hurt.
Right. I agree with her.
That could be in the road because I done heard arguments.
It's boundaries. There are boundaries and stages to where if it's necessary, yes. And when it's necessary is when somebody is getting hurt. But an argument, words being said, or if you see a guy, or if you see, I would say, if you see your mom guy on the phone and he talking to another girl. Do I expect for my child to come back and tell me? No. Don't tell me because you know what? Like I said, I'm my own damn woman. I know this guy is cheating. I don't need my child in my business. Okay, but see, that's something that you, when a child bring that to mama, hey, he was on the phone with another girl. Hey, baby, stay out my business. Okay, everything does not need to be addressed. Everything that you see does not need to be addressed. Everything that you hear does not need to be addressed to me, because I am the voice. I am the ears. Okay, address your opinion. Let me hear you. But you know what? Let me only hear you by far when it comes to certain situations, and let me hear you not at all when it comes to my business. See,
Okay, I got
it's
you.
setting boundaries.
I can feel that. So when the argument, you know what I'm saying, in the room and the door pushed up, stay your ass in your room. You know what I'm saying? Unless you hear some
Stay
rumbling
out
and
in
cussing,
the room. That's
don't
right,
let no
because see, that's
words,
how
let no
things
words bring you
escalate.
in that room.
That's how things
Mm.
escalate. Don't let the words bring you in your room. Don't let the words. I don't know. Don't let the words get to your head. Don't let it. Don't let it bring you into my business. Because do understand that when you get in your own relationship, I'm trying to teach you how to handle things. Okay, that's how I'm running my household. I'm trying to, hey, nobody's going to be walking through my house calling me bitches and hoes. You're going to have to get her. So it's not going to even get that far. That's why I say, it's going to take at least a half a year to bring a man into my home to say, hey, this is my daughter, this is my son. If I see some red flags, you're not going to make it to my address. So I can already, hey, I'm going to already know by intuition and by gut feeling if this person is going to be violent. And if I have a teenager, that shit just ain't going to mix. It all depends. Because, see, I'm going to want to have my private life. But then again, that me and my child is going to have an understanding to where you're going to stay out my business because, see, I have a life and you have a life as well. And you're going to have arguments too. Things are going to occur with you. So don't just learn from me. Don't try to be like me. Be better than me. Observe. Have a voice. Talk to me, but don't talk too much.
I agree with
Don't
you.
talk at
I mean, I feel like it's never a good time unless someone is enforcing their will upon me or the parent. I feel like it's never a good time because, like, I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, say me and my girl, or say if I'm dating this young lady, and me and her are. I mean, not only that with parents, it goes for family members and all, sisters, mamas, cousins. Listen, check this out. Say if me and my girl having a disagreement, and like the lady said is, she trusts her decision making and God. So if I pass the screen within a year or whatever time it takes for her to introduce me to her kids, that means that she evaluated my character. You see what I'm saying? And she made a conscious decision.
exactly.
So let's just trust in her decision making. Now let me show you something. Just say for instance, me and my girl argue. Okay, it's not at no time is it all right for the kid, sister, family, nor the other party in the relationship to put people in their business because guess what? We make up tomorrow. Now at the barbecue, your cousin still feeling some type of way about me. We've been made
That's
up.
right.
Oh,
You
I done
feel?
been in those situations, man.
That's what I'm
I see
saying.
a lot of people.
Right. So I know about it. See, I've seen that movie before so many
Yeah.
times. Right. And keep
That's
in
what I'm
mind,
saying.
I,
Everything does not need to be addressed. Some things
no,
just address yourself first, before
right.
everybody doesn't need to have a voice when it comes to you, you know?
No, nobody
Not
can really
every
got one. And then keep in mind, you have to keep in mind that these
Oh,
people
mama.
are third voices. They're speaking from a perspective with no feelings invested. This is why
Exactly.
people that's why people girlfriend always holler, girl, you better leave him alone. You ain't got no feelings invested. You watching a movie, just like you watching a horror movie. Girl, don't go in that closet and they still go in the closet. You ain't finna get killed. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So therefore, so what you have no feelings invested, it's almost, if a male or female is quicker to lean to the personal opinion from the outside, then that's a weakness that they dealing with. Because shit, we in the movie. They watching the movie. How somebody
Right.
in the stands gonna argue me about us? We were in the movie. Yeah, so it depends on your perspective and how the man is
Meaning
leading.
that, there's the child cannot come in and be a director because
Never.
it's the scene is already happening. It's
Right. We
already
just started
carrying
the movie.
on. You know,
Right. It ain't even about
right.
children. They just a
And if
prop. They just
you
somebody going down the street.
right, and say
You feel?
I would say it's very important for them to have a voice in the household because if it's
Right.
affecting them mentally or emotionally, take them
Right.
through
If
it.
or is it
Definitely,
if or is it
it's something that you need to get right about yourself.
right. Or is it affecting everybody in the house unanimously? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't got that kind of voice. Like in other words, is we eating eggs tonight and that's what it is. No, everybody in this house don't eat no eggs. So that ain't working. You feel me? So it depends on, it depends on how in any situation, it depends on how great one's leads. You don't got to be a man, you can be a female. A lot of times a lot of people, a lot of females lead in relationships. Just because she ain't leading physically, she might got her man down pat. She might don't argue with him in public or nothing. She might catch him laying down in the bed and say, baby, see, what I was saying was earlier, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Now I'm raising up in the bed. Now, why you didn't tell me at the first time? I was trying to tell you. You see what I'm saying? It's all about the timing. See, sometimes a woman feel like she don't have no voice, but it's about your delivery. It's about timing. It's everything. You gonna stand. I don't give a fuck how wrong I am. So you really gonna stand here and go chest to chest with me about this instead of AA and me. You gonna go chest to chest with me because you're technically right. You see what I'm saying? You got to give them somebody that trusts in your decision making, and not only that, as long as that man ain't telling you nothing that's detrimental to you and your kids, and he's been productive in the future, man, let that man lead, man. Yeah, he gonna mess up some time. That's what you got him for. I see so far down the road, I gotta have a woman. I'm stumbling over everything up under me. I can't even see that close up under me. I can't find my phone, none of that. So you got guys with different attributes and stuff and perspective. So I'm in
Now,
agreement with her.
women too, both men and women, because
Right.
I would say now, I could be say, okay, I'm dating a guy that has two teenagers. Should they have a voice about me, about the dad dated me? No.
Now I don't think he got no voice.
So,
Hell no. Guess what? Now
they
if
haven't
you're
met
being
me.
this, like,
Excuse
I'm
me.
gonna cut you off. I apologize.
Excuse me. No, they now don't lose a frame of thought. I'm just hold on to it. Now the thing is that they have not met me yet. They only know that I'm a black woman, and that's it. Okay.
So what kind of
And
voice?
this is not that now. See, the thing is, okay. Now these are teenagers. Okay, they know that dad is finally dating again, quote unquote, dating again. So it's been a while. So okay, happy for you or not happy for you, dad is going to date. But should the kids have a voice? Yeah. Okay, dad, I don't think that is time for you. Maybe you need to wait. You
Right.
know. Other than that,
Hey,
dad or the mom should do what they want to do, but still give the kids
right.
an option and
Hello,
a
bro.
voice
What's up?
to
What's up,
say,
little bro?
okay, if something doesn't go right, the
Right.
first thing you'll know is that one of them does not feel like you should be dating.
What's up? I'm listening to you. I promise you I am. I just being tapped like a dead mouse. I apologize.
You good,
But
bro? You got something else you want to add to the topic?
yeah, I'm really what I'm doing is I'm gonna be passive. I'm just elaborating. I don't want to lead. This your show, this your platform. So
No, go ahead now. You didn't know, now, what were you about to say?
like as far as I got, I was gonna elaborate a little on that topic as far as relationship wise. I was speaking from a relationship perspective,
Uh,
and it's like I feel that see it's certain categories. Like I don't care if you got 17-year-old. She have totally no opinion No input, period. Now, it's different unanimously over the household. Well, I think we should do it like this here because it's affect everybody. But as long as what person I'm dating is not disrespecting you or nothing like that, you have you have no input on my taste, my standard. And I'm installed.
I got a good one. I got a good one. After you speak, I got a good one, brother.
That's right. I'm wrong.
I got a good one. Like what if your kid grown like 24 or 25, you know what I'm saying? And dad or mom talking to somebody they age. Like the kid,
yes, I have that all the time because
what should I say? Say I have nothing to say when I walk in, I see my mama talking to somebody my age.
Now I heard you earlier too. You ran all the stepdads off.
I can't you can't do that. Room, like, mama, I went to fucking school with him.
Yeah, you can't do that. Look, check this out. Check this out. Dealing with me. Check this out. Now I ain't gonna never win the good looking contest. You don't sign me up for it.
You was with like,
but hey,
know him.
Yeah, listen, I might not never win the good looking contest, but I do got that Benjamin Button shit going on. You know, for a nigga 50 years old. So therefore, I always have that problem. Keep in mind now, I might be dating a female that, you know, I particularly like older women with a weight on them. You know what I'm saying? But now, if I date I might date a young female and they might feel some type of way. Or I might date a younger female and their kids might feel some type of way. You see what I'm saying? Nobody can have a voice on your personal taste, standards, or happiness. They're overstepping the boundaries now. Now about what we're gonna do.
Let's get her opinion. Let's get her opinion on that. You come to the Thanksgiving dinner with somebody your son went to school with.
Hey, baby, I've done that before. I'm a little cougar.
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm just high.
So what did your kid
you over here, stay out my business. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, that's what you told your son? He still ain't had no idea.
You just don't look. This is me, my life, okay? So if you have, I'll hear you, son. We can walk behind closed doors, and I hear what you got to say. But I'm not going to do as you say. I'm not going to do that. This is just what I said. I said I'm going to listen.
Do that. All right. I'm gonna cut you off.
If my mama comes to dinner with one of my friends, let me speak real quick. If my mama come to dinner with one of my friends, bro, I'm calling dog to the back, bro. I'm whooping his ass.
Okay, I got one question for you. Let me ask you a question.
Are you serious? Dude, you wrong.
Don't talk to my mom. That's disrespectful, bro.
How is it disrespectful? Listen, hold on.
How old we is? Don't talk to my mama, bro.
No, how you listen?
You don't be like baby boy and shit, right?
Get what?
Let us know.
No. I want to speak for a minute. Hey, I'm glad you said that.
Off back because he already knew that was my mama. That means you've been looking at my mama the whole motherfucking time.
That don't mean that. Listen. Let's take the movie Baby Boy for a second. Let's take the movie Baby Boy for a second.
Thank you.
This an older woman. She had a grown woman on.
It's not the same age as Tyrese.
Okay, but let me give you an example though. Let me give you an example. I'm trying to give you an example of kids intervening.
And if a nigga walked in there like the same age as
can
Tyrese,
you have sex with? Listen. Can you be intimate with your mama?
Bro, ain't no nigga.
Hold. Can you be intimate with your mama?
Ain't nobody, bro. I'm gonna have a problem with that. I am. I'm gonna have a problem with that.
Let me go black. Let me wife is black. She don't even smoke. Okay, wait.
Wrong.
No, I'm gonna get it.
Okay. You're wrong.
Mama's
you want to be Tyrese. I don't say you cannot set the age limit. You cannot set the age limit for me. You can't tell me today.
First of all, it's all about the spirit. It's all about the spirit. Listen, it's all about the
you
listen. Listen, hold on. I want to
You
listen.
just
Let me say
can't be
something.
mad,
I was
man.
Oh
just
man.
Okay,
saying,
you know,
I ain't bringing
Antoine, you don't
nobody
be mad.
on. No, none of my friends can't
Yeah,
come in.
hey,
Hell
this is what I'm
no.
saying. Listen, you not even in that apartment of your mom. You can't be intimate with her. You're not even in that department. You see
No.
what I'm saying? Hold on, watch
Exactly.
this.
Back, bro. Ain't no
Listen
nigga
though,
that I sat next to in school with is
what's
sleeping
the
with my
difference?
mama, bro.
Okay,
Nobody.
you gonna let an
Now
old
you
fool take
trying to make
advantage
it
I'm
of
not
this?
personal
calling him
because y'all
stepdaddy
went to
and
the
nothing.
same
Like,
Make
come
it
school.
make
on,
sense.
man.
Make it
Don't do
sense.
that.
Make it make sense. How you gonna regulate that?
I'm not
Right.
calling that man
If
stepdaddy.
you gonna regulate that, you need to handle all business. You need to handle all business.
Exactly.
Listen, I don't care if I don't care if you paying all your mama bills, paying the center of school, and doing all of it, you still can't regulate that area there.
Bro,
How
it's
could you
No,
regulate the
you
area?
can't tell her what to
I
do.
stopped there.
That's
Bro,
just
I
like her
stopped at
that's just
first
like
round.
her. Now, wait a minute now. Let me ask you this, Antoine. Now, how would you feel if you fell in love with one of your mama friends? Okay. How would you
Yeah.
feel? Okay.
Now
How
that
do
can
you think that
happen.
she would accept that?
That can
Now,
happen, man.
you going to be with this
You
woman
know they want
regardless.
something a little young every night. You
I
know
mean,
what I'm
the
saying?
black
They
girl.
wait on the sun to get right. You know what I'm saying?
Baby, Orlando
I,
time. No.
I don't know,
You know
man.
what?
I don't know.
Now you're trying to get off the subject. Now you're trying to get off the subject
The
as far
black.
as what I just said. What if you
Black.
fell in love with this, really start liking this woman? Okay. And so that means that your mother cannot tell you what to do. You still gonna go ahead and sleep. You still gonna go ahead and be with this woman.
Mr.
Okay.
Black.
So it
Respect my
just
mama
flipped
though.
on
If
you
my
just
mama
that
asked me
fast.
not to sleep with her friend, I'm not gonna
You
do
still gonna be with her.
Now, who
So
you
if
it. I'm
your
not
mama
gonna
pop
sleep
you
with her
upside the
friend.
head and
My
say,
mama
hey,
asked
leave her alone, you gonna
me. If
do
my mama asked me not to, I'm not to. But you know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
hey, it's
Young
funny
people,
you said that
What?
about.
I can't do
You
it, man.
lying.
It's funny you said that. It's funny she said that about baby boy because
No.
man,
This a woman that you like. The woman you've
hey,
been
it's
waiting
funny
to
you
get
said that
at.
about.
That you don't gain feelings for.
Bro,
And
It's
she
funny you
finally
said that
fell
about
for
baby
you.
boy last night.
I value my mama opinion.
You can't. You listen. If you intervene or say something, you don't value her opinion or decision making
If my mama
abilities.
don't want me talking to
No.
her, I'm gonna cut it off.
No, listen, hold up. If you intervene in that relationship, you don't value your mama opinion, nor do you value her decision making abilities.
No, we talking about me.
Exactly.
She said me. If I'm talking to an older woman that's my mama friend, and my mama came to me and asked me to stop, I would stop.
Oh
No, you
no.
wouldn't.
Hey, listen. Now God got to
No,
come
you
tell
wouldn't.
me. Listen,
I
listen,
value,
hold up.
bro.
Let,
Boys
let me let me share
respect
something. Let
elders.
me share something. I've been trying to get in like double dutch. Y'all been going there. Y'all feeling this and stuff. I like it though. But now check this out.
I'm
Say check
not,
this
bro.
out.
But listen, nobody ain't doing it to my mama, bro. That I went to school with.
Why not? Listen, what you saving it for?
I'm not, bro. I'm gonna be high. I'm gonna have
I'm,
an
I'm
attitude.
asking you,
Exactly.
listen.
I'm gonna have
I'm
an
asking
attitude.
you, listen, hold up, listen. This is what the problem is.
Why
What's
you
coming
trying to
into
run
Right
question?
that?
back to a little
Why
boy.
are you listen? I ain't got nothing coming with it.
I
I
can be
can't
grown
do it.
as hell. Like I'm grown as hell now. I'm still gonna
Okay,
turn
what's
into
the difference?
a
Oh, okay.
12-year-old little
Well,
boy.
let's be men.
What you good at?
Let's have a listen. Let's have a conversation. A conversation is an exchange of viewpoint and perspectives. Let's talk. Let's put a little order to it because I got some serious questions for you, and I want to know. I want to answer from you because
I
I
don't
respect your mind.
either, man. See, I
I respect
comment
your mind.
below, man. If ain't nobody your age messing with your
Okay, let me ask you a question. I want to answer from you.
real.
Oh yeah.
What's the difference? What's the difference if somebody your age making love to your mom with somebody her age? I'm asking you. I want a significant answer. I
I'm
want to
Exactly.
get.
Thank you.
I went to school with him. I'm the same age as him. It just
Okay,
ain't right, man.
okay. Listen.
What if you didn't go
According
to
to
school
the
with
world's
him?
perspective, you going by the
What
world
if you did
perspective.
not
It
go to
ain't right.
school?
What you
Sorry,
mean ain't
baby.
right?
It
Excuse
might
me,
be a
baby.
little
I'm
different
sorry,
if
but
I
what if
don't
you
know
didn't
the
go to school with him?
It might be a little
What
different if I don't know the person, but the age, man, I'm still not
what
gonna.
going to school with? Listen. What out of them going to school with you? They could take that. What out of that? They could take it to your relationship with
It
your
ain't
mom.
even that. It's just the age.
They ain't got nothing to do with it.
Like
They
mama,
can't
I'm
even
gonna look
take
at
nothing that
mama like,
into
what
it.
the
Right.
hell is wrong?
It's just the age.
This
Why
shit
is that so
personal.
personal?
And then it's all
We
listen,
just
listen,
That
man.
nigga always go back
Listen,
and say, nigga, I was
listen.
fucking your mom. I
When
don't
I'm
know.
dealing with a woman, bro, Can't nobody. We don't need nobody permission but God.
No, that's right, AB. Yes,
That's why
We
I let
don't need
other
nobody
people talk.
permission.
right.
That's
That's
gonna
why.
You
let
can
other
have
Listen,
people
you can
talk.
say
listen.
Like
you can
that's
say
I
what
have,
you
I
want,
have never,
but
I have
that's
never
it.
physically caught a woman cheating
don't do
and
that
no
to me, mama.
relationship.
Don't do that to me. Like after you get done talking to him, like my other friends might think they can shoot a shot.
Man, listen, man. You need to protect your mama, not protect the pussy.
Huh?
You feel me? Yeah, you just feeling the wrong
They gonna be
thing.
like, Timmy already hit your mama shit. I'm trying to see what's up too.
No,
Now
your
everybody
mom.
trying to hit my
Listen,
mama.
it ain't everything ain't working like that. Don't you know? You know what I'm saying? She got to be I wouldn't say submissive, but she got to be acceptable. She got to be receptive to that.
Right,
And we got this. Everything is
right,
energy, bro. If me and
that's
this young
right.
lady, we in the same space, and we sharing the same energy. Guess what? This is why a lot of people get offended because guess what? A woman might hit me with the inviting spirit. You feel me? She knows she hit me with the inviting spirit, so all I gotta do is I can pull the trigger anytime. But guess what? Once I choose to not act on that, now this nigga think he all that or this nigga. That's where all that
Let's
come
turn it
from.
around now. Let's turn it around now.
Man, that shit work.
Your daughter walk in.
With
Your
a 50-year-old
19-year
nigga.
old daughter. Hold on, let me talk, bro. Your 19-year-old daughter walk in with the dude that you went to school with. What you think?
Hey, guess
Marcella, you
what?
speak first.
All right, then let me talk. You gonna let me
Let
talk?
her speak first. Hold on. Let her speak first.
I
I
don't
want her
care.
opinion. I want to hear her
I
opinion.
don't care. If
Yo,
my
yo,
daughter,
yo,
okay, if my daughter or
your
either
daughter
my
grown now.
son,
She grown now. She 21. She walk in with
right,
somebody that you went to school with.
right.
You ain't got nothing to say
I
about
don't
that?
care. No, I don't care. Y'all get my best wishes, and I'm gonna tell them treat my baby right.
And then let me tell you why.
Okay.
Let me tell you why.
You want somebody that
I
old with
You
your
can't.
daughter?
why are you
Who am I
listen,
supposed
hold
to
on,
do?
hold on, help mind.
I
Why
don't
are you
want to be
trying to
a toxic
forcefully change somebody's
individual.
perspective? You can't listen.
I don't want
You're
to be a
trying to
toxic
force
individual.
Hold
So
on,
why
y'all.
am I gonna do that? You know,
listen.
I don't want to be a toxic person. I don't want to be that person that's trying to tell my grown ass daughter, what to do and who to do it
But you
with.
know
Y'all
21
bet,
ain't
y'all,
young.
You
You
and
know
I
study
that
count
man
cannot
numbers.
can't
control
All
manipulate
right,
anybody's
her.
hey,
feelings.
You know that man
I
can't
say
can't control
manipulate
that.
her.
I have no
all
What
say
you
if you
doing,
so.
know he
hey,
ain't shit? What if you know his background and you know he ain't shit?
all
You
that
know he
working.
can manipulate her.
Why
Listen,
are you
okay,
making up a
okay.
story? Why
Huh?
you making up scenarios? Why you giving
Right.
so many scenarios?
You trying to
To as far as
incriminate the people.
look, you
All
know
right.
what? Let me say this real quick, baby. You know what? I always teach, I will always tell everybody pay attention to red flags and stay away from narcissistic ass people. So if my daughter can't pick up on that red flag, we gonna talk about it. I'm gonna tell her about
She's
it. Hey, I
21
see red
years
flags.
old.
I see
Tell
red
me
It's
you
flags in
not
ain't
that
just
picking
a
up
person.
on
dog.
red
Other than that,
flag.
Listen,
no.
You ain't
hey,
got that much
no,
wisdom.
no,
Hold on a
no.
second.
If
Y'all
my
gotta let me
if my
speak, bro.
daughter
Listen,
comes
bro.
Listen,
to my
listen,
Bro,
listen.
house
Hold up,
with a
we
black
gotta
hold up.
talk
Y'all,
eye,
one
I
at a
hey,
still
time.
can't tell her what to do.
hey.
Uh,
Come
yeah. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, he's screaming and shit on my show. No, straight on. Uh, I'm the host. You gotta let me talk, bro. Shut up. Don't be screaming on my shit like that. But go ahead.
Exactly what it's doing. Right. But you know what?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a
I'm talking
but
respect. Let everybody talk one at a time. You, every time I say something, you got to talk like woo woo. I'm talking to the lady. Like we
mhm,
having
mhm, mhm.
conversations about the lady.
Right. I kept on, yeah.
You came,
That's
you
what
showed these
sounded like
words
trying to
and
talk over nobody.
screaming and trying to out talk me on my platform. Like you can't do that.
I don't like trying to over talk anybody. That's stressful. But you know what? If that's just still a whole nother situation that I've been through though, honey. I mean, my daughter being with someone that I couldn't stand, and I wore myself out. And if I could go back in time, I swear to God, if I could go back in time, I would have saved my energy. Damn it, I would be a much better, stronger person to this day. I mean, it wouldn't have took me as long to get to where I'm at right now if I hadn't have put so much energy where it did not belong. Now, when you spend your time trying to chase somebody away because you don't like that other person, that's just nothing. Because you know what? I have too much work to do in my own backyard. I have no time to be trying to tell nobody what to do. If my daughter come to my home with a black eye, I might want to go and shoot her brother. I don't care. Okay, but you know what? If she's saying, "Hey, mama, I love him," and then you keep on running back over there, what am I gonna do? Tie her down, knock her out, drug her? I can't do it. I'm gonna pray for her. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to try to give her the best guidance that I can, and that is to pray for your child if
Right.
that's where they're going. But and if your mom, same, vice versa, okay, with a father or a mother, if the situation goes to where your mother is coming home with a black eye and you don't like this dude, you need to voice your opinion. Hey, mom, leave him alone. Hey, dad,
Oh,
she's
I got
cussing at you, she's
right
being
there.
disrespectful.
My mama come in with a black eye, I'm killing dog. You ain't. I ain't even gonna talk to my mama about it, bro. That's just how
Exactly.
I rock. That's just how I am. Like, bro, like you ain't finna put your hands on my mama. Period.
Exactly.
I'm gonna make you bleed. Like, you know what
That's
I'm saying?
that's the first thing that I'm gonna want to do is shoot a brother. I'm not.
I
That's
don't care
first
if
thing I
you still
said.
love him.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like at that point, I don't care. At that
Yes.
point, I don't care. You ain't gonna be with him no more, mama, because I'm finna fuck him up.
Like I
But
said, down, that's the extreme right there. That is the extreme. But it happens, But when if it comes to, I will say, just them having issues where that they can work out, and they both kind of like messing up and something. I'm staying up out of that.
I'm just saying,
Like I
like, it's
said,
though.
but
That you know wasn't shit when you was going to school. You know he ain't never been. He your age. He ain't never made nothing out of his life or nothing. You just gonna sit there and let your daughter go through that shit, or are you just gonna give her a heads up at least because he's older. He can manipulate. He's more wiser and everything. He can manipulate and probably put it down in her pants and make her think something totally think different than what you know. So all I'm saying is you gonna sit there and not say nothing, or is you gonna pull her to the side and at least tell her your opinion on the dude?
like I said, I've been there already, and I did that. I told her. I chased her. I prayed for her. I was there for her, and then I had a heart attack for her. Okay, I had a fucking heart attack, almost died. Blood pressure was 190 something over 120, and so I didn't even know. It was just a lot, of chasing, a lot
I,
of
I
threatening, of a lot of me toting my 38 around like I'm a deer and shit. I mean, it was a lot of stress. And like I said, I took some years up off my life. Now, if I go through a lot of stress or whatnot, I can go directly into a heart attack. See, now I took years off of my life trying to fix a motherfucker that's still doing the same thing. Sometimes you just gotta let people live their life and leave them alone. Okay? You let a person have a voice, but you cannot be running and chasing anybody away because you tearing yourself down. What are you building while you doing that? While that person is steady, is still going to be doing what they want to do with that person. I took some years apart from my life, and I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you have a voice, but we cannot control anybody, and we should not ever try to, because you'll be putting yourself in the most stressful situation ever. That ass that you gonna whoop can come back at you as the vengeance of everybody around you gonna die. Okay, I mean, my mind is wide. I don't have a tunnel vision. I'm a very rational person. I'm understandable. I'm going to talk to that person. I'm going to talk to my daughter. I'm going to talk to my child way before that brother or that sister come along. I'm going to talk to my child. I'm going to let them know, hey, this person is 10 years older than you or 20 years older than you. This person is very much together, very much seasoned, and I'm not going to put it off as well. She can teach you or he can teach you something. Hell no, baby, I gave you the tools. God gave you the tools. So what me and God did, you put that to work. Don't you ever let no man mold you, because you all have already been molded. Got to work with it and pick the characteristics out that you want to be, And if you want to be a person that's going to be heard, you have to be a person that wants to listen.
You handle it just like a mother should. Now, if my daughter walk in the house with a guy that I went to school with, when she grown, I'm whooping his ass. I'm beating his ass.
See, that's
beating his
you.
ass first. Before I even talk to my daughter, I'm beating his ass. And that's just me. I'm beating his ass. I'm going to you too old for my daughter. I'm not having it. Long as I'm breathing, long as I'm walking, I'm not fucking having it.
Well, you know, like I said, I already told you what I
her
did.
choice. It ain't even her choice, nigga. You finna leave her. And you not finna talk to her no more.
Depending on what the age range is, and even if the age range is younger to where you feel like, okay, because
I go to her.
law says,
I'm going to her and I'm talking to her because that's my daughter. I'm talking to her. I'm letting her know that I think that's wrong. I think dog too old. Woo whoop, it is what it is. Woo whoop. But he already beat the fuck up. So even talking to that's like molestation to me. Like motherfucker, like bro, we the same age. You probably got kids the same age as her. So I'm going into it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? The father gonna look at it totally.
Well, the age thing has been kind of old though. It's been kind of played out. I mean, people,
yeah, I go by
you know,
like you know what I'm saying? And I don't go by like the government.
I date younger guys, you know. I'm not
grown to me. None of that shit is grown.
I don't have no preference on age when grown get old enough. So. I mean, as long as you grown, okay? As long as you about 21 and older, and a lot of people be like, 25, 30. No, it all depends on what your demeanor and all of that.
Let her know off back that she disappointed me, bro. You disappointed me, bro. I didn't raise you to turn 21 and talk to no old ass fucking man. You disappoint me. Bro, I'll be real with my kids, like for real. Like you disappoint me. You a blossom ass, new ass flower.
Those are phases.
You disappoint me, man. Gone.
Those are phases of life that people go through.
Huh?
Those are phases in life that people go through. You know, when I would say maybe a crush or something like that, that's totally different. But if you have a 20-year-old daughter, 21-year-old daughter that is dating, your 40-some-year-old friend, I mean, you can talk to her, she can talk to you, and that's about it.
First. I want to know what makes it right for you to talk to this little ass girl. Before I even talk, I know what she fascinated with, an older guy. I understand that. I don't understand you wanting to talk to this young ass girl. So that's what questions me.
Fascinated with a younger woman.
I'm gonna have to
being fascinated with a younger woman.
Him that, and we having that conversation. I know I'm gonna end up beating his ass. It's just gonna sound nasty to me, like, oh, she's grown. No, the fuck she ain't. I was wiping her motherfucking ass. This is my kid. No, I'm just gonna end up beating his ass. I already know this.
Okay.
That's just me, man.
Right, that's just you.
That's a pedophile.
That's just you.
Way more wide. That's like me trying to go manipulate a 14-year-old right now. I know what I can do. I know what I can say. I know what I have. You know what I'm saying? As a grown ass man, it's like they won't even have a chance with me. I'm so smart and so, you know what I'm saying, manipulative. Why would you even want to go do that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
because of what you know, you wouldn't want to see them trip up. I get it. Believe me, that's why I fucked around and had a heart attack. It was like a mini heart attack, but it don't matter because the next one could be like, well, yeah, it doesn't even matter. I'm not gonna let nobody delete nothing else about my life. I don't give a damn what you do or how you do it. Just don't do it around me, and it won't affect me. That's how I learned to live my life, And I listen to people. I listen, or whatnot. But that's how I handled it, though. I chased and I tired myself out. I wore myself out until I damn near killed myself, trying to chase somebody that don't even talk to me right now to this day. I mean, you have to just really put things in perspective of, okay, what should be addressed and what should not be addressed. As long as the person is happy, they're healthy and stuff like that. That's just like the thing that I was talking about as far as the boy and the girl. Okay, why would you care about what you have, a boy or a girl? Now, if you mess around and have a baby that to where the heart is born on the outside, you're gonna be like, damn, I was just talking about the sex. I was worried about the sex. I wasn't even thinking about the health. I mean, so many people, they skip the important things in life to just because they cannot have their way. You cannot control another human being. You just want to see people happy, everybody happy. But when it comes to trying to control somebody, you will take yourself into a stroke, and you will have a heart attack, and you will die and have a short life. But everybody's voice matters. Now, just because you cannot control that person, just because you don't like it, that does not mean that it's not important. It's very important on how you feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about you. It's very important on how you feel and everybody else. It was very important on how my daughter felt and everything, but that did not mean that things was going to go the way that she wanted. As long as I hear you, that doesn't mean that I have to agree. So we all have our own foundation for a reason, so we can do what we want in it. He said,
I agree, man. I gotta get more like that. I'm stern. I'm real stern. I'm like a king. I run my shit like a king. You not finna do certain shit. Certain shit just unacceptable to me. My daughter makes straight A's. She go to school every day. She know how to cook, clean, watch herself, do I don't. Some of these parents, I look at their kids, bro. They don't know how to do nothing.
no.
I have not, and I put so much on my child. That's why she performs so well. I feel like people be just like I don't know, being too weak, too soft on their parenting skills. Just what I'm saying.
Oh my
I feel
God.
like people
Yeah.
let a lot of shit slide when it comes to their kids.
Yeah.
I don't. I talk to my daughter like I don't want to say a daughter. She's still a kid. She gotta respect me, but I don't baby this and talk all. I never talked to her like a baby. Never did none of that.
Right.
Young adult, and I expect her to do things like what I'm saying. I expect her to honor me in a certain way. You're not finna disrespect your dad. I mean, you're not finna make me look bad.
Exactly. How old is she?
My daughter, 11.
Well, of course not,
I gotta,
because you have to control that.
gotta end this. I'm gonna let you end this on a good note because I gotta go to her basketball game. I'm gonna look at the time.
Okay.
Play basketball. I'm gonna put a little clip up here of her shooting, but this was a great episode. I feel like a lot of topics got crossed. I feel like the people gonna like it. Your video is out of everybody that I interviewed, your video is doing the best on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. It got a lot of views on the YouTube channel. It got a lot of comments. So I don't know what you see on the Facebook channel, but on the YouTube channel, your video is doing terrific. They watching them. It's bringing me subscribers, everything. So I know they've been waiting. Yeah, you got to go to the Open Minds YouTube channel and check it out. Your videos is posted up there, and they getting views and bringing traction to the channel. Like they the most watched. So I know people.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Antoine, you know what? That video that you like that had caught your attention, they took that video was deleted off of my timeline. I don't know why. Yes, it was shared over 20-something times. I don't know why. It went against no guidelines. I didn't even get a flag, a warning, or anything, but it's gone. It's just gone. But okay.
I sent it back.
No. Not the one we did. The one I did by myself. Before I met you. The one that you seen.
Yeah. That
one. They deleted. Yeah, no, that's the only one that was deleted. Was the one that where I was by myself before I had met you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The video that caught your attention.
They be tripping. I be losing a lot of stuff on here too. I don't know what be going on sometimes.
I don't know what, but that
But
is good to
yeah,
know that
yeah,
the
they really
YouTube is going.
comments under the thing, under the YouTube, letting people saying they like your content, they like you, and ooh, so that's why I continue to have you on. I know they gonna like this video. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna continue growing together.
It was
Yeah,
interesting.
tell the people something good, and we gonna end this one and let it go.
I will. So
Whenever you
everybody, yep, I'm ready. I'm ready. I stay there.
go ahead.
Hey,
Just
everybody at the beginning and at the end of the day, pay attention to the body language of your children as they grow, they absorb everything that you do from the age one on up. If you see them dragging around, and I know you're busy, make it time. Make time just to say, hey, are you okay? Go take them to McDonald's, start a conversation. If you got a six kids, you see one of or two of them, make time to pull them to the side instead of waiting for the big boom, for the big drama. I did not know that my child was that depressed. I did not know that this person had a certain situation that, that was going on with themselves that was working against me. Nobody needs for their children to work against them. So have open ears and open eyes for your blood, okay? Because if we don't have open ears, open eyes, and give our kids time to have a voice, then we don't know what we are even raising. We don't know their characteristics. We don't know anything about them. So to get to know a person, because that's exactly what they are people that are growing, absorbing, learning. If we don't give them time, we will not ever get a chance to know these people that is in our home, that we spending money on, that's in our life. So love up on your kids. All
Okay.
right. Love up on your kids. Love up on your children. Listen to them, but don't let them run you. I do need to say that. Don't let them run you. Don't let them disrespect you. And y'all stop letting your kids call you girl, please. It's not comfortable when they go to the next level of disrespect, cursing in front of you, drinking, whatever. To have a drink is okay, but the language and the boundaries of respect, we need to check that. As far as old school, being in your 50s, being in your 40s, being in your 50s and 60s. Come on, y'all. Let's wise up. Start using bigger and better words besides period. Okay, how about exactly? How about that? It does sound right. Make a sentence sometimes. Don't be so lazy with your words. Go back to old school. Be OG, okay? Writing it along with the stuff that they're doing right now. Let's mix it up and make it a melting pot. That's all I got to say.
Right, right. That was good words, y'all. That was my guest, Marcellus Shaw again. If y'all like the video, if y'all learned something or like the content, man, or felt something today, cash out me. Y'all see my picture on my cash app so you'll know it's me. Um, anything else the platform, man. I want to thank my guest, Marcellus Shaw, for coming on today and providing the platform with this good information, with this good talk that everybody should have in their household, family, you know what I'm saying, about kids and things that you should about your kids and do with your kids, man. So everybody have a good day, stay safe, and keep your mind open.
That's right. Pay attention, observe, and know that the hate is real and the love is too. Try to balance it on out.
All
Be
right,
humble.
have a good day, everybody.